Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Khoerul Anam. I'm from class 1A English Literature. Here I will answer the question for the final semester exam for the fundamental speaking course. For the answer to the first question, the first picture looked very complicated. I don't know what picture it is. What is clear in this first picture is that there are many colors and many twice and turn like life. And in the second picture, there is a beautiful view of the rice field, and in the second picture, it looks simple but very nice. And for the second question, English is not my first language. However, from an early age, my parents wanted me to learn the language and the words me take English class something I'm grateful for now. But I had it back then. I took countless courses in different academies and spaced every second of it. I just didn't get it. I paid attention, did my homework, sometimes and tried to read the books, but I just couldn't understand English very well. The most frustrating part was watching my classmates improve while I was left behind. My main problem was that no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't think in English everything I wanted to say. Read or write, I had to first do it in my native language. Try to remember all the rules of the English grammar and then translate it in my mind. That was a lot of work and took some time, and I knew that thinking in one language and then translating it to another was the wrong approach, but that was the only way I could rationalize it after all. I only knew one language, so how else was I supposed to do it? And that when it hit me, I do know another language, one that I've been using to understand English for most of my life, the language of video games. My love for video game broke the language barrier for me. I still remember the day it all started to make sense to me. I was in the middle of an English test. Part of the assignment was to name somebody part and piece of clothing highlight in a picture. I was seriously drawing a blank, so I started daydreaming about what I would rather be doing. And then I started thinking about creating a new character in game I was playing, changing the belt color, customizing the head, putting a cool dragon tattoo on the back. And for the last question, I prefer to live in one place rather than changing place of residence. But I've moved place of residence abroad before I continued my studies in my hometown. It is also actually because I was forced by circumstance that made me have to change residence to start a career. From there, I also learned a lot about life. We have to adapt in a new environment, and there are positive points when we move place. Namely, we get new experience, new friend, and new insight. If we want to move, there are several things that must be prepared. The first is mental. Mental is very important for our profession in our new place, because if we are small mentally, we will not be able to face life. Secondly, be good at socializing, because if we are good at socializing, we will definitely have many friends in that new place. This point really help us in the future. Whereas if we are not easy to get along with, it is very dangerous for us physically and mentally, because lonely people are more weak and susceptible to disease. That's why I prefer to live in my hometown rather than changing place of residence. That's it for me. I think enough. Thank you and bye bye. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.